Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show helps raise the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Man, have you ever looked at your car in the garage? Or maybe looked at your business, or maybe looked at your body, or maybe even looked at your relationship, or maybe even looked at like your spirituality and think like, man, fuck, bro, I should be further along by now. Like, man, if you have, let me tell you that you're not alone, right? But let me tell you that what you are doing is that you are moving. You are moving along. You are making progress. And in a world of men that are standing fucking still, even slow progress makes you look like a fucking freight train, right? Which is crazy to say that because nowadays it's so easy. And when I say like easy, it doesn't mean that you're just gonna sit and put your feet up on the fucking couch and get these promotions. But in a time when no one wants to go ahead and put in the fucking work, all you gotta do, show up early, show up late, and leave late, put in their fucking max effort, and just those little basic principles will get you ahead, will get you that raise, will get you that promotion. Because you look around and it's like everyone just wants the half-ass shit. Right? That's why I say, like, in a world of men standing still, even slow progress makes you look like a fucking freight train. And so today, I'm calling out every man who's ready to quit on something just because it's taking longer than he expected. Stay in the garage, my brother. Stay in the fucking fight. Keep doing what you're doing and embrace the progress. Look back and see how far you've come. Yes, maybe you should be far along for now, but as long as you're making progress, you're moving forward, right? Slow progress is better than no progress. So let's get to talking. You see, slow progress is still movement. So acknowledge that shit, right? And movement creates momentum. So as long as you're still making progress, you're still moving forward. The moment that you fucking stop is the moment that time starts passing you by. And so the moment that you stop is the moment that you start falling behind. You see, this matters because it's not about the speed. It's about the fucking direction. It's about if you're moving forward, even if you're fucking crawling, even if you're at a turtle speed, even if you're at a fucking snail speed, right? You're ahead of the guy who's still fucking talking shit and who hasn't started, who's just there. Oh, I have this intention and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this, but never fucking does anything about it. You see, like there's this thing I always say that's like, and I don't remember who I picked this up from, but a fucking inch of action gets you farther along than a mile of intention. Because you can talk about it all you want, but if you never get to the fucking work, you're never gonna make progress, right? Like think about it. Like, man, maybe your project car isn't done. Maybe it's just like me, right? I've been working on the Camaro and things are taking a little longer than expected. I can't work on it as much as I would like to. And so a lot of the times it's things have been being prolonged because I can only go there once, maybe twice a week. It's at one of my good friend's house. And so, man, like lately I've been beating myself up. Like last weekend I was gonna go and I was gonna work on it, but my buddy just got some lifts for his garage, and so we had to spend the whole day there assembling his lifts. And the crazy part is that we're still not done. So the next time I go, I'm gonna help him finish assembling the lifts. And so there's times, yeah, that I could have been working on my Camaro, but at the same time, I gotta be there for my boy. I gotta be there for my friend. I'm helping him, level up his garage. And so I'm like, fuck, things are not moving along as I, but it's all right because I'm still making progress. I'm still further ahead than I would have been if that car was at my house. You see, so look at the progress. Sure, could we be making more? Yes. And I feel like every high performer out there could always, like, we're just so hard on ourselves. Like, we could always do more. We can always, that's why we're so hard on ourselves, right? But if you made things happen, embrace that, my friend. You see, like maybe you have the engine in the car, maybe which that's one of my, it's not my next immediate step. My next step is actually to prime, to paint the engine bay, and then I could put the engine in the car. But we're almost there, right? Or maybe for you it's like you're cleaning up some wiring, right? Or maybe you've learned about some wrenching that you didn't know about, right? The I guess I should say the key thing that I want you to acknowledge is how far you've actually come. Right? Compare yourself to the stagnation that you've had with that build for the last couple of years versus now. Like, man, this year alone, I've made more progress on my car than I've made it in the last 6 years. right? And so, yes, things are not moving as fast as I'd like them to be. In my perfect world, I would have already been fucking driving that shit. I would have already been ripping some fucking gears, hitting some high boosts, giving my boys rides, like enjoying that fucking car. But we're not there yet, right? But the real thing that has happened is that there is progress happening. There has been movement. There have been things that have been like getting done. And so if I let myself just focus on, oh my God, we're still not finished. Oh my God, we still have so much shit to do. We still have so much hours to put in. You're not finished. You're just going to fucking give yourself this mental masturbation that's fucking not going to get you anywhere. But if you focus on what you're actually doing, you just look at the good in the situation and you just point to yourself, yo, we're still moving forward. Might not be as fast as I'd like to, but we're still moving forward. So we're still taking action. We're still getting things done, right? You're not behind. You're building, my friend. You're moving forward, right? Focus on that, right? Progress isn't supposed to be this fast, like, even though we like it to be, right? Fucking fast as fuck, boy. But sometimes progress is slow, right? Progress, it's supposed to be earned, right? And so as long as you're going and putting in the fucking work, then know that you're doing what you can do about it, right? Don't beat yourself up. Like, beating yourself up doesn't build shit, right? It actually breaks you down. It fucks you up, right? And this matters because shame, like self-shame, it kills more dreams than failure ever will, right? Beating yourself up doesn't make you stronger. Like, it actually makes you hesitate, right? Like when you talk down to yourself, when you fucking talk like whack to yourself, when you tell yourself, oh my God, you could have, like, you point out all the negative shit and all the bad situation, like you're literally bringing yourself down, right? And so this, and the wild part, I don't know why our human nature, our brains are wired this way, that it's so fucking easy to point out all the bad shit. It's like it's just right there floating, right? Waiting to fuck you up. But if you stand firm, if you stand at guard at your mind, right? And you point out the shit that you have been doing, you stay on a flow state, like you stay on this progress state. You stay on, like, pointing out, yo, you know what? Shit's been hard, but I'm still making progress. I'm still making moves. And you stay gratitude, like you bring gratitude into the equation. And then what happens is that you become, or you stay more motivated to go and continue to put in the work, right? But if you're all this negative Nancy shit and all pointing out all what you're not doing and what you could have done and all this, then you're gonna be like, fuck, I'm not gonna go work on that shit. Look how already behind I am. And fuck that. Like, you gotta say, yeah, man, look how far I've come. And I still have a lot to go, but I'm making progress, and I'm gonna go make some more this weekend, right? Like, it's just like a good example here that I can make is like, man, I've been nonstop on my fucking workout days. Like, bro, I haven't missed, and I'm so close to hitting a year, right? And ideally, I like to strength train, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday is typically a running day now for me. That I'm not like hardcore training for the next Ironman 17.3, and then Sunday typically I walk, right? I put on the 40-pound vest and I walk. It's more like a chill day for me, but there's been times, and I know, like, for this weekend we're going out of town with my wife, right? And I ain't gonna have, like, access to weights. I ain't gonna have access to none of that. And so, like, I'm gonna have to run, or I'm gonna have to walk, or I'm just gonna have to take it easy, right? But still do an exercise. I show up every fucking day, but I'm not gonna be able to strength train, right? And so I say, oh, screw it, I'm off track, no, I'm not gonna do this shit anymore. Like, no, bro, you fucking adapt, right? And like, and you do what needs to be done, right? You like, you're human, right? Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm gonna skip a couple of days of strength training, but it ain't no thing. We're still gonna be able to do some exercise. We're still gonna be able to walk. And man, I could be fucking locked in a room, and I'm so fucking locked in on doing this shit, on staying on track with this 1,000 day goal, that you can fucking lock me in a room and I'll still do my fucking exercise. I'll do some push-ups, some sit-ups, some fucking air squats, whatever the fuck it needs to happen in order for me to stay on track, right? That's how committed you need to be to your goals. Like, that's how locked in you need to be. So stop fucking focusing on all the shit that's going wrong and start highlighting, start bringing it to your forefront, to your mind, all the things that you have been doing, right? Like, man, you wouldn't talk to, like, your kids like that, or you wouldn't talk to your little cousins like that, or like your younger family members like that, right? So why the fuck are you talking to yourself that way? Why the fuck do you keep putting yourself down? Why the fuck do you keep letting yourself, like, go into these mental masturbations of fucking negative spiral thoughts? Stand guard of your mind, dog. You see, like, you're further than you think. You just need to zoom out You need to see like the bigger picture, because we get so, and this happens to me, bro, too, all the time. This is why I'm doing an episode about this. Like, you just get so locked in, and man, I had my plan, because I'm so big on goals and setting tasks. And this week I'm gonna do this week I'm gonna do that, and like, I'm like, fuck. And when I review, I have my general's tent every Monday morning. General's tent is kind of like I review like all my shit that I had planned for the week, and what happened, what didn't happen, and I plan for for the following week. So when I realized, like, fuck, I didn't do this, and I didn't do this, and it's so easy for me to be like, oh, fuck, I'm falling behind on this and that. It is what it is. I zoom out and I look at the bigger picture, and I'm like, did I still go over there? Yeah, this still showed up. I still did a couple things. I still did this. I still did that. I might have not worked specifically on my Camaro that day, but I fucking helped my boy with his lips, right? And I was there and I showed up. Like, point yourself the good things. Be willing to zoom out, right? So that you can stay focused, so you can stay positive, so you can stay truthful, so you can stay fucking locked in on the goal, right? This shit matters, because progress doesn't always show up in the mirror. Like it doesn't just like pop up to your face. Like, you got to go look for it sometimes, right? Like like, it's just how it is. We're so programmed on looking for the bad shit. It's just like instant, right? All the bad shit always pops up. You got to fucking be able to zoom out and point out the progress that you are making, right? It doesn't show up in the mirror, it doesn't show up in your bank account, whatever it is, right? But zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Sometimes it shows up in your patience. Sometimes it shows up in your discipline. Sometimes it shows up in your wisdom, right? And so look at what's been happening and see, man, you know what? I might have been making progress in that specific category, but what has that taught me with my patience? How disciplined have I gotten now that I'm fucking so locked in that I could pretty much guarantee I ain't missing no fucking days, right? As a matter of fact, I'm actually, this is totally off track here, but whatever. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to start 75 hard, because my wife, I'll probably do an episode about it. My wife been wanting to do this shit. She started with some fucking coworkers. They all fell off. And then she's been by herself, and she's been swamped with work. And I fucking told her, yo, I'm going to do this shit. Because I know that I'm so locked in that I'll add a couple more tasks to my day. It is what it is. But I'll fucking show up and I'll lead. And because of me, I know that she'll get to the end, right? That's the fucking discipline that I've established. That's the fucking man that I'm becoming. That's the wisdom that I've gained, right? And so when I look at that progress, I'm like, yo, I'm fucking leveling up. And so that's what I'm encouraging you to do, right? Like, man, 6 months ago, like, maybe you could be like, man, 6 months ago, fuck, I was Googling how to do shit in my ride. Or 6 months ago, I can tell you for sure I wasn't this locked in, right? Yeah, I was already on track at I was like, I'm about to hit a year. So 6 months ago, I was pretty locked in already, but I ain't as locked in as I am right now, right? And so maybe for you, it could be that. Or maybe for you, like, just think about 6 months ago, maybe you didn't have these parts installed. Maybe you didn't know how to do a thing that you already got done in your car, right? And now you've got the tools. Now you've got the confidence. Now you've got the scars, the fucking, the progress. It's done. So you can prove that you did the work. Prove to your mind that you're making shit happen. Don't let it fuck you up with all the mental bad thoughts, right? That shit will fuck you up, man. You don't need a finished product to be proud. You just need proof that you didn't fucking quit. And so my question for you here, brother, is this. What area in your life have you been calling a failure when really, when the reality, when the absolute fucking truth is that you've been making progress? Think about it, right? Don't let your mind fuck you up. And my challenge for you is this week, I want you to make visible progress, right? It doesn't matter how small. It doesn't matter if you're just turning one single bolt. It doesn't matter if you're only making one single call. It doesn't matter if you're making only one fucking meal prep. Stack the wins, bro. Stack the wins, point them up, and I don't care how fucking small. Say, yo, you know what? At least I got that done, right? And stack them. And when I say stack them, if you do that day and day and day and day and day, you're gonna get to a point where like, yo, I've built this massive momentum. There ain't no fucking stopping, right? See, men who finish strong aren't always the fastest. They're just the ones who kept showing up, who kept going, who kept fucking getting back up no matter how many times they got knocked down, right? Let the world sleep on you and watch how you can show them, how you keep tying the bolts, how you keep showing up, how you keep proving them wrong, how you keep showing them that you are not a man to be messed with. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, and I'm calling all the motorsport enthusiasts who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back, and let's become the badass motherfuckers that we're all meant to be. Breaking the stereotype is exactly what we're here to do. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others level up is the mission that God has tasked us. If you still haven't subscribed yet, man, it's time to smash that fucking button so you never miss another episode. And if you vibe with today's message, and if you'd like to contribute to the growth of this mission that we're on, man, do me a solid and share this on your story so that more heads, more gearheads, more men like you and me can really see and hear about this podcast, because ultimately, that's how our community grows. Catch up with you on the next episode, but till then, live your life wide open, my friend. Peace.